my official YouTube channel, Reverend MeeLing, here. Also known as Reverend Susan MeeLing, Lady MeeLing, Lady Dori, Belle, and the like. So I am in Utah officially, and making my way through the state. Had to stop for a while because of all the altitude changes, and you know, unlike my prior Medal of Honor art project trips, I had ways to first off plan better before actually leaving, because I was able to at least, you know, set things up in a more organized manner. However, without certain medication, that sort of thought process is not available for me at this point in time. Because if I had the medication that I needed, as I had during my Medal of Honor art project trip, planning both for the pickups as well as the drop-offs, then I would have been able to do a little bit better. However, because of the fact that I do not have the same capabilities, despite the additional issues in regards to in Washington State having the electrical problems, there was at least the aspects of the assistance from MMJ. And since I'm, you know, living back in the state of Texas, and I couldn't have that as needed during the planning phases, I was incapable of, you know, looking at certain aspects. I mean, I understood that I needed to get certain things taken care of, but because of certain things that the assistance in that regard has helped me, I was not able to, you know, plan stops like I had when in Washington State, despite the electrical issues. Because at least then I had the medication I needed to assist with that, and so unlike now, then I had the ability to have what I needed-ish. I mean, it wasn't everything I needed, of course, but as far as the planning and the trip aspects and the timing of what I needed in that regard, and knowing so much better in comparison to the aspects as in now, there is that set of issues that I was not able to take care of the way I would have normally. So, you know, had to force myself to stop and stuff like that, because had I been able to do certain things before leaving, such as the medication I needed to have, I would have been able to actually plan for the stops in a more organized way instead of as I had attempted. And so, you know, back on the road, trying to do the best that I can despite the headaches and migraines being at my level of a 7 when I stopped. But because of, you know, certain other issues, I wasn't able to get the full aspect of what I had planned for myself when I stopped, because I know myself. And so, back on the road and doing what I can to, get there safely, despite other issues that have occurred. So, doing what I can at this point to, not be in as much pain. Though it's very difficult because of not having the pain medication that has assisted, on top of the altitude changes, on top of the inability to organize the way I had for my Medal of Honor art project trips from 2014 to 2018. And so, with that, and when I've learned that when my pain levels get too much, and then I start trying to calm that down, that automatically means that there are issues with technology pieces. So then there's that additional problem for like the e-cigarettes, that sort of stuff. So, doing what I can to remain calm. It's not like I have anybody that's helping me drive. Not that I've ever had that, realistically. However, the assistance that I've had from my medication to do and be better during my trips don't have that capability. And so, trying as best as I possibly can to remain calm despite the amount of pain I am in. So instead of my headaches and migraines going from like a 7 to a lower number, they're still at a 7 because I couldn't get that aspect that I needed for myself. And since I don't have the medication I need, I'm doing the best I can to remain calm. So, yay. And then that whole aspect of not having been able to have that time that I needed in the vortex in 2018. Those 6 days that I had planned where I would have at least 15 to 20 minutes, but because of other people, situations, it just wasn't able to occur. So, it's just one of those, hey, fantastic. And so since I don't have anybody that actually does the driving, except for me, I don't get any rest unless I stop. And then when there are issues when I stop because of other things, it's one of those, okay, trying to remain calm. I can only remain so calm. So in that, I was thinking about how when I was in Idaho and I was trying to find this one Medal of Honor recipient, Schoonover, to be specific, the temperature of the reading for the rental car in the shade for the outside was 119 degrees. I had walked around in the sun for hours while trying to find that one Medal of Honor recipient. And so it got to the point where I just stopped sweating and kept walking, doing what I could to try to find that guy. Never did find that guy for the particular Medal of Honor artwork piece. I did see a bunch of people outside on the other side of the fence line that were driving their cars, the same ones going in the same vicinity, almost like they were, what is that, like a boomerang type of thing, where it just kept going around. And same cars. To the point where with my head injury on Palm Sunday in 2000, and the headaches and migraines that I deal with because of that, not just that though, but because of like the memory deficits and cognitive disorders. And so for me to be able to put that together in regards to seeing those vehicles that many times, where I could pick it up, having gone from college algebra with trigonometry and calculus to second grade math, I picked it up and noticed that there were those vehicles that just kept going in the same vicinity the entire time. I was working on my Medal of Honor art project at that one place. And that was before the Montana Vortex issue in 2018, and obviously before the aspects of Iowa. So, you know, I have this thing, I don't play with people's lives. I don't do that sort of thing. Because, you know, there's that do unto others as you would want to have done unto yourself. And so, I don't play games with people's lives. Because I don't want that to happen to me. Irony, I didn't realize that's what was going on. Hypothetically speaking, in regards to certain individuals. I don't take very kindly to that, because I've been respectful. I just am the way I am. And so, to now realize the 9th of June in 2020, albeit I kind of figured out a little bit earlier in 2020, just saying, doing what I can to remain calm, to hopeful. Though, admittedly, I am having a very difficult time at this point because of a multitude of reasons in regards to maintaining that hopeful view that I once had so easily in comparison. Because again, I never thought anybody would ever cause problems to my Medal of Honor art project. I never thought anybody would think that that would be a good idea. I mean, I'm dumb. I know that. I went from college algebra with trigonometry and calculus to second grade math. I don't know how dumb that makes others, like what level of like dumbness in that regard to cause problems to that, you know, for example, spending hours cleaning dog poop off of 6 Medal of Honor recipient epitaphs. Just saying, you know, I don't see how considered to be acceptable at all. I don't know how to think like that. I'm glad I don't. However, at the same time, it's one of those, why would you think that'd be a good idea in reference to Medal of Honor recipients? I mean, that is the top award. And so if there were individuals who were like, oh, well, it's the lowest number award, so they didn't think about, like, the fact that you have to earn the Medal of Honor because it's not a participation trophy in this era where so many individuals are accustomed to getting, you know, all sorts of special treatment just for showing up. So, you know, what would the lowest number of recipients for that particular medal for the United States of America's Armed Forces mean? I mean, I would think that most people would look at that and be like, oh, that means it's extremely difficult to earn that. That was like, if I had to like take a step back and be like, okay, well, you know, because, you know, most military individuals know that the Medal of Honor is the top award for the United States of America's Armed Forces. Maybe not necessarily their spouses in all cases, but I would guess like a large number of spouses know what the Medal of Honor is. At least I would think. And so, you know, I just never thought anybody would think that would be a good idea to play a game with. I was proven wrong, obviously. So, you know, for example, Montana in 2017, and that whole thing with the hours of traffic backup. Yep. I mean, I never would purposefully cause problems. I'll throw temper tantrums after so much stress, you know, that I can't, you know, be calm any further. And even then, you know, by all accounts, the temper tantrums comparatively to the amount that it has taken to get that temper tantrum to flare, you know, thinking about the comparison, it's realistically not that much in comparison to, like, as far as the temper tantrum compared to what most people I've known over the years would do for a lot less than what I have dealt with. So, you know, as I drive with the continued altitude changes, with my headaches and migraines being where they are, doing the best I can, but at least updating, because, you know, I don't actually have to touch the technology to do that, as far as the, you know, aspects of my official YouTube channel, in comparison to typing when connected to the internet, because of my issues with technology. And the fact that when I was in Washington State, the initial aspects took me a while to figure out what the problems were. I mean, even right now, just with where my hands are placed on the steering wheel, my two thumbs are being zapped at this very second. I'm trying to remain calm.